So in my previous video, I mentioned I was going to Shenzhen in China to get my Hasselblad 907X100C camera, and this is what I've got in my hands right now, and I'd like to share with you my buying experience, the money that you will likely save buying this particular Hasselblad camera from Shenzhen in China, and also my 1 week plus experience with the camera so far. Now, I am Peter and I am a photography hobbyist living in the city of Singapore. Now, I'm flying to Hong Kong first. It's a 3.5 hours flight. I could have taken the flight direct to Shenzhen from Singapore, but my national carrier had such a bad timing for that flight. So I did take the flight to Hong Kong first. Then I took the Airport Express, followed by taking the high-speed rail to Shenzhen. Yeah, it's kind of like a roundabout way, but the timing is definitely a little bit better. Now, you will reach Shenzhen via the HSR, high-speed rail, in about 15 minutes or so. The timing of the train is spot on, is perfect. They leave on time. In fact, I missed a train before and I had to reschedule myself on the next train, provided you get enough seats. So it depends on how lucky you were. I was traveling very close to Chinese New Year, and that caused some panic because I thought I wasn't able to get myself on the next train. So whatever it is, when you take the high-speed rail, you will reach Shenzhen near Luohu. And Mix C, the shopping mall that is actually where we will be going to find this camera, is actually quite near the high-speed rail in Luohu, the Luohu station. But I needed to check in first, and the hotel that I checked myself in this time around is the Shenzhen Marriott. It is a beautiful, beautiful hotel. Maybe I'll just show some pictures of here. And I was checked in on the 60th floor, and it was a fantastic view. More on that in just a little bit. Now, we are going to make our way to Shenzhen Mix C. Now, this development, if you think that the malls in your country is big, you probably have not seen a mall in China. There are 3 phases in this mall: phase 1, phase 2, and phase 3. In fact, I didn't find the right shop because I was in the wrong block of the mall. So this is my whole adventure in trying to find the store, the Hasselblad store in Shenzhen Mix C.
Right. Okay, so this is Mix C, Shenzhen. We are now in Shenzhen and we are going to find the Hasselblad store. Oh, this is a really huge mall, and a lot of high street brands around here. We are heading to the 3rd floor. Oh, there's a queue outside LV. Very cool. Okay, so this is level 3. We are on the right floor. We just have to find T308. Okay, this is unit 316. We are getting close. There's Huawei there, and we are looking for 308, and this is 305. We must be somewhere here. We must be 306, 307. Oh, sorry, what's the number I was looking for again?
T308, right?
Yeah, T308. So we were in the wrong building. This is 2期, which means to say phase 2. And we are supposed to be looking for Mix C Shenzhen phase 3, 3期, which should be this building here. So we're going to the 3rd floor of this building. Let's cross the road. Oh, this place is filled with EV. That's not an EV. That's not an EV. Rally. Oh, 330Li. Long wheelbase 3 Series. Okay. All the taxis here are BYDs. Come, let's go. Okay. Oh, it's a bit chilly here today. The weather's nice though. Okay, so here we are, Mix C Shenzhen, and let's go up here. Okay, I think we are getting very close, and there you go, Hasselblad store. This is the Hasselblad store that we are looking for. Ta-da! Alright, we are here. Let's go to the Hasselblad section. Ta-ta!
You made it.
Yep, we made it.
Now the store looks exactly like how it will look in their picture. It is picture perfect. It is a luxury camera brand, so it feels right at home in a mall with all the high street brands. Now I did call the store a few weeks earlier to reserve a unit of the 907X. Now the price in Shenzhen, in China, right, is 54,900 Chinese yuan renminbi, right? That is just over 10k, $10,600 in Singapore dollars and 7,600 US dollars. Now the list price in Singapore, it is going for almost 13,000 Singapore dollars, which is 90,577 US dollars. And in US dollar, the list price is 8,199 US dollars. And on top of that, you are going to get 9% back in taxes. So the 54,900 that you are paying for this camera, you are actually able to get a tax refund of 9%. But in reality, it is probably about 7% because you are unlikely to have a local bank account in China, which doesn't attract any fees. But if you try to refund it back via TT, funds transfer, back to your home account, they are going to take another 2% off. So you are likely to end up with only a 7% discount, but still is 7% off a very expensive camera. So it's still a couple of $100 there. Now the difference is actually huge in terms of pricing when it's compared to the list price worldwide, and especially when it's compared to Hasselblad selling through a local agent like how it's being done in Singapore. So in Singapore, the prices is actually, just for those of you living in Singapore, you're going to have to pay almost 13,000 Singapore dollars for this. And based on the price after tax rebate, this goes for under $10,000. That's a huge difference. It's probably got to do with DJI buying Hasselblad a couple of years ago. And guess who is in Shenzhen? You saw the video earlier. Hasselblad is in Shenzhen because Hasselblad was bought by DJI. And you've got Huawei, you've got BYD, you've got DJI, you've got even Tencent. And all these big tech companies, they're all based out of Shenzhen. DJI, no exception, it is also based out of Shenzhen. And them owning Hasselblad, I guess selling it out of China is probably cheap. Now, when I first got my hands on the camera, this is the first shot that I took from the camera. It's a very innocent shot, right? Whatever was in front of me, I mounted my 28p lens. There's this bottle in the store. You can zoom in and you can see the details right here. It is pretty amazing a camera. Now, this camera, as compared to the X2D, this is the Earth Explorer edition. This camera, the 907X, doesn't have image stabilization. So you probably got to have some pretty steady hands, right? And I have taken some pictures of the camera in the room when I got back to the hotel, right? I mean, when you see something that you like, what do? You bring it back to your hotel room and you shoot, right? And that's exactly what I did. So this is a picture of the camera itself in the room. Now, how it feels like in your hands and how it handles like no other cameras, right? Normally cameras, you're going to be holding it this way, right? Hand holding the lens and the grip like a pistol grip, right? I don't know how to explain the grip, but on the 907X, the handling is very different, as you can see from the picture right here. So I took a shot out of the window, and this time around is a 55V lens that is being mounted on it. I should have cleaned it. There's some dust on the lens itself. And I also took a selfie of myself in the room with a timer. There's no one else in the room, right? So maybe I'll try a shot with the window lighting as the backlight. Now the focus, you can see, is spot on, and the sharpness is incredible with the 55V lens. I can probably count the number of strands of hair that I have, which may not be very difficult in a couple of years' time. Now, when I brought the camera back to Hong Kong the next day, I was able to process the tax refund. It was quite a hassle performing the tax refund. It wasn't available at all the custom location, by the way. So I had to go out of the way to a custom that was usually used by cars driving in between Hong Kong and Shenzhen. And I took a coach back from that customs checkpoint back to Hong Kong. It was a pretty long 1 hour ride. In fact, I didn't even make it all the way back to the hotel. I had to take a cab from there back to my hotel. In Hong Kong, I stayed in Cordis, which well, you can see from the picture here, this is taken from near the lobby of the hotel that I was staying in, called this. It is in Mongkok itself. So it is actually very near a mall, which is called Sim City. It sells cameras. Sim City is a building where the entrance is actually pretty discreet, but if you walk right through, you will see that there are 5, maybe 6 floors. I don't know how many. I lost count. I couldn't cover the whole place. Every shop sells cameras. And when I was there, I got myself a Leica Q3 as well. So if you want to know more about the experience, let me know. I will probably document it and also share with you the shop that I bought the Leica Q3 from. And this is the Leica Q3 28mm. Now, the prices, you got to shop around and ask around quite a bit. So the version that I got is actually a Hong Kong version. So you can still get some savings out of buying from Hong Kong as compared to, of course, Singapore, where the prices are really, really high. So the whole experience buying from Shenzhen, buying from Hong Kong is a great experience because the price difference is just way too high. You just got to take care of the import or the goods and services charge when you get back to your home country. Now, back in Hong Kong, I actually went hiking at Cape D Aguilar, and let me just share some of the pictures I took from there. So if you want to see more pictures from the hikes, I can teach you how I took all those photos as well. So meanwhile, you stay tuned and see you in one of my future videos. Let me know in the comment section down below what kind of content you'd like to see on this channel. This is a new channel that I'm setting up. And I'm coming from the standpoint of a photography hobbyist. Most of us are just that, right? Not like we're making money out of the hobby. So I will see you soon in one of those videos. Anything you want to know about the Hasselblad 907 X100C or the Earth Explorer X2D, which is also a 100 megapixel camera, as well as a Leica Q3 28mm. Might be getting my hands on the 43. I'm not very sure about it. But anything you want to hear about, do let me know. I will share with you what I know about these cameras in a future video.